Hello everybody. I think I've got people here. Let me see. Woohoo! Yes, we have. Just checking, folks. You've got no idea. Anything could happen. Regulars know this. Hello, Cheapskaters. Welcome to our channel. If you're new to our channel, I'm Kath Armstrong, creator of the Cheapskates Club, where our goal is to live life debt-free, cashed up, and laughing. You may not be aware of this. I know that some of our regulars are, but we're having a giveaway when we reach 5,000 subscribers. We only need 23 more, folks. 23 more. We've got a Sunbeam Food Lab 6-tray dehydrator to give away, and all you have to do is subscribe to our channel. That's it. If you're not already subscribed, all you've got to do is click the subscribe button below. Easy. Only takes a second. And as soon as we reach that 5,000 subscribers, we will be drawing the winner. And you know what? If you're not in Australia, no problem. We have that covered. You will not miss out. You have the same chance as every other subscriber to win in this draw. How good is that? I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's sitting over there in the corner. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for it to go. Anyway, I just have to say, as this is a live event, there is a live chat. But to join in, you do need to be logged into your YouTube channel. That's what they call an account, or your Gmail account. Now, if you don't have one, not a problem. Not a problem at all. You can leave your comments in the comment section below me, and I will see them. But I won't see them till after the show. I'll still see them though. Okay, hi Barb. Hello Yvonne. Hello Beverly. Hello Kylie. Hello Jenny and Julia. Hello Carol. Early bird gets the best seat in the house. Hey, so welcome Carol. Michelle, Greg Evans, Wild Woman. I haven't seen the half price specials at Coles. If I don't go tonight after I'm finished here, I won't be able to get them because it's no spending month. Outback 6, Lynette, Roslyn, Mrs. Dilligaff, hello Estelle, I've been thinking of you, Miss Aussie Thunder. Lots of people here. Yeah, this is really good. Utah, Evelyn, Sylvia, Catnaps, Angelique, Tegan. Hello, Joy. See, I have got makeup on. I just want you to know I look like this with makeup. You can just imagine how bad I look without it. That's it. Joy will understand what I'm saying. Beverly Walsh. Thank you, Estelle. Yes, if you have any questions and you are in the live chat, put them in all capitals so they stand out and I will be able to see them. Hello, Laura, waiting, and Delaney. Last as long as you need to. Hello, Kerry. Hello, Selena. Oh, I hope your meds kick in soon and knock you out and you get a good sleep and wake up pain-free. Okay, it is the 31st of January. The month is almost over, only a few hours left. And hello, Patricia. It's pretty exciting, really. It's been a weird month, I think, for the start of the year. I don't know. It's been bitsy. There's been things going on and things not going on, and things that were planned didn't happen, and things that weren't planned did happen. It's life, isn't it? Life happens, and we are glad that life happens. But tomorrow is the 1st of February, and you regulars, you dyed in the wool, been around a long time cheapskaters know what that means. It means it's time for our annual Cheapskates Club No Spending Month, and this will be the 22nd year we have done a No Spending Month in February. 22 years, guys. 22 years. Wowzers, that's a long time. Way back when I chose February because, look, lots of people do no spend January, and that's fine if it works for you, but it didn't work for me back when I started this because kids were home from school holidays. It was summer holidays. We had back to school stuff to do. We had holiday fun to have. There were after Christmas and after New Year sales to be considered, for gifts for the year ahead, clothes for the year ahead, and so on and so forth. So doing a no spend January for me just never worked. But February works just fine because everyone's back to work, kids are back to school, all that money's been spent, the budget's been adjusted to cover it. We've done all our Boxing Day and New Year's Day sale shopping. That's all done too. February's only 4 weeks long, 28 days. Now you wouldn't think that extra 3 days in January would make a difference, but it does. It does. 28 days, four weeks seems so much easier than saying, January, and everyone goes, oh, January's got 5 weeks in it, which it doesn't really. It has 5.5 weeks. So we do it in February. That's why we do no spending month in February. It's the month we don't spend any unnecessary money. It's the month we stop spending and start saving. It's the month we take a good, hard look at how we spend our money so we can get the spending under control for the rest of the year. It sort of sets how the rest of the year is going to play out spending-wise. Well, that's how we usually tackle no spending month. But this year, we're going to do something different. So we're still going to do the no spending on anything unnecessary, but with one exception. So the rules are almost the same as they've always been, and we do have rules. You can't spend money on magazines, takeaway meals, restaurant meals. If you feel like a restaurant meal, get out your recipe books, set the table nicely, use those candles you've got stashed in the drawer for atmosphere, have your restaurant meal at home. You can't go to the movies. You can't buy movies or rent movies or buy them. I don't know what you do with Prime or those sorts of things. You hire them, rent them, borrow them, whatever. You can't do it. You still have to pay for them. You can't do it. No new clothes. No new toys. Seriously, Christmas was only 5 weeks ago. So there is no need for new toys. No DVDs and CDs and buying things off iTunes or whatever. Nope, none of that. We are not doing that in February. No downloading apps that aren't free. No weekends away. No meeting friends at a coffee shop. No unnecessary trips in the car. Plan your car trips. And we should all be doing that anyway with the way fuel is. And I know it's come down, unleaded's come down quite a bit, but diesel hasn't. It's still very expensive. No new shoes. No new craft supplies, even if they're on clearance. Use your stash. And I'm working on a series of organising the craft room so we can use our stash. Hairdressing. No going to hairdresser. Do your own hair. Learn to give haircuts. Try a home colour. I know Chemist Warehouse has nice and easy colours for $6.99. It only lasts a few weeks. If it goes wrong, it's only a few weeks. No manicures, no pedicures. Move them. They are really easy to do and it will save you a fortune. And if you practice during Moon Month, by the end of the month, it'll be a habit to do it at home. No alcohol. Give it up for the month. It's only 28 days. No junk food. So no cheesels, drats. No, chips and lollies and things. There's plenty of junk food alternatives in the recipe files that use what you have in the pantry. Pretty much know anything that isn't essential to life for the next 28 days. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions that we have to spend money on, and they are the bills that fall due during February. So, your utilities, the gas, the electricity, water, that sort of thing, insurances, your mortgage, rent, car registration, if it comes to school fees, that sort of thing. Pharmacy, your medications, don't go without prescribed medications. They're prescribed for a reason. So you need to follow your doctor's advice and take them. And right now, the world is in such a chaotic place. If you can get it, you should get it, because chances are next time you go to the chemist, he may not be able to fill your script. No buying fuel for unnecessary car trips. But you can buy fuel for necessary car trips. Um, you can spend on emergency home repairs that you can't do yourself. So, if a tree goes through a window, get it fixed. The basic groceries that you would normally buy each week or each fortnight or each month, however you shop, that's what you can spend money on. It's not that difficult. A lot of you have done this for quite a while. I've got my notes here. For quite a while, and you know what to do. Now, I know earlier this month over in Cheapskates Chatter, and that's our Facebook group. If you're not a member, there's a link to it below me, and there are 2 questions that you must answer. 2 questions you must answer so that you can be accepted into the group. That's it. But if you don't answer them, you don't get accepted. There was talk earlier this month, about getting ready for No Spending Month and what people were going to do ahead to be ready for No Spending Month. And I sort of jumped in and said, well, stop, don't do anything, because there's other things we need to concentrate on before then. And there was back to school, there was Australia Day, there was all sorts of things happening. So you've got no spending. Hello, Mary. Well, Estelle, that sounds really good. That would be really good. My mother was white as snow. What about Valentine's Day? You don't need to spend money on Valentine's Day. You don't need to spend. If you want to give a card, make one. Surely, if you don't have card making supplies, there must be a piece of paper somewhere and you could write a lovely note, a lovely letter. Write a love letter. There you go. Cook a special meal. Make special biscuits or little cupcakes to put in the kids' lunch boxes with a little note for them. You do not need to spend money on Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is not essential to life. So no spending on Valentine's Day. Sorry, Tegan. Hello, Vicky. Glad you could join us. Now let me see. Okay. It is February already. Okay. All right. Barb hasn't had a holiday for nearly 6 years, and this is my first holiday by herself in about 25 years. But you've paid for it already, Barb. If it's already paid for, you have to do it, because otherwise you'll lose your money. Hello, Catherine. Right, so how are you going to not spend? That's what we want to talk about. How are you not going to spend? Things like, if you normally buy your lunch at work, you'll be taking your lunch from home. And if the kids normally have canteen or tuck shop, for February they won't. Hi, Wendy. You just won't be doing it. And the kids are going to suffer too. If mum and dad have to suffer, the kids have to suffer. In reality, going without canteen is not suffering, folks. Trust me, it's not suffering. And tuck shop canteen shouldn't be a regular thing anyway. It should be a treat. So, hello, Janine. So, we're looking carefully at what we would normally spend our money on, and we're just not going to spend it. So, if you would normally go out for a cup of coffee, mine's tea, with your friends, you won't be. You'll be making your coffee at home. You can still go out, but take your coffee in a keep cup or a thermos. Go to the park or somewhere. Don't buy your coffee. Don't buy the cake. Don't go to, I've forgotten where it was, that has the two free donuts for seniors. Joy told me about it a couple of weeks ago and I've forgotten where it was. You're not going there because you're not buying the coffee. The donuts might be free, but you're not buying the coffee. I have a plan for this money of yours. I'm planning how you're going to spend your money. How's that for being pushy? How's that, We're going to really think about what we buy before we buy it. We're going to think about what we put on the shopping list. Is it an absolute necessity for this week? We're going to think about, can I stretch the fuel in the car to last an extra few days? Can I make it last 2 weeks by simply combining errands and not driving so much? Can I get the kids to walk to school and back instead of driving them? Are they old enough to go on the bus by themselves or the train by themselves, if they can do that? We're going to really think about what constitutes essential spending and what doesn't. So this week, because this is going to last all month, this week, as you would go to buy something, if you went to buy a cup of coffee, you're not going to, but what you're going to do is take that $5.60 or however much it costs, and you are going to straight away, immediately, on the spot, put it into your grocery slush fund. Now, if you don't have a grocery slush fund, you're going to start a grocery slush fund. You need to start a grocery slush fund, and this is going to give it a bit of a boost. This week will give it a bit of a boost. All those things that you would normally buy, the fish and chips on the way home from work because you can't be bothered cooking dinner. Take out a freezer meal or have baked beans on toast or marmalade on toast. I had marmalade on toast for tea last night. That's all I could face. I had marmalade on toast for tea. It was fine. You don't need to spend money on fish and chips. There will be food in your house that can create a meal for your family. And if it means one child has wheat bix and another one has toast and someone else gets a scrambled egg, so be it. You'll have kept that 20 or 25 or however much fish and chips is these days in your purse. What you're going to do though is, because you would have spent that money, you're going to move it into your slush fund straight away. So if it's in cash, you'll take it straight out of your purse or your wallet and put it into your slush fund purse or envelope. If you do it via an app or whatever, you will do it straight away. You're not going to hesitate. You're not going to think about it. You're not going to say, oh, I'll do it later. Do it on the spot. When you fill up the car with petrol and you walk in and you go to buy that $1.20 chocolate bar, and then remember you can't, you're going to move that $1.20 into your grocery slush fund. You were going to spend that money anyway, so you're going to put it somewhere where it's actually going to do something useful for you. You'll survive without chocolate, Estelle. My slush fund needs topping up too, Barb. Hasn't been much. There hasn't been much wriggle room in our budgets the last few months, and it's just getting that little bit tighter. So having a slush fund is getting harder and harder. Now, if you don't know what a slush fund is, it started out as the leftovers from your grocery budget. You're on the $300 a month grocery challenge, and you only spend $295 for that month. Leaves $5 in your grocery budget. You move that $5 into your slush fund. For me, what it means is I never go over budget. I never go over budget because I might stock up on things that are on sale, the odd packet of Tim Tams or Cheezels or lemon crisps, if they're around occasionally. But it's not money I'm taking out of savings or out of the electricity account or something. It's coming out of the grocery budget, but it's unspent grocery money. It means that when I get a great deal on mints, I can go to the slush fund purse, open it and go, yes, I've got money in that. I can go buy some mints. And it doesn't affect our grocery budget. We never go over grocery budget. When I balance it off at the end of each year, it's always what it should be. That's how we do it. But getting money into my slush fund lately has been hard. Because everything's costing a lot more. So that's one thing we want to do. We want to build up our grocery budget. Not our grocery budget, our grocery slush fund. I'm trying to read comments too. I should do one thing at a time. That's all right, living the good life on the cheap. It's still not February yet. Tomorrow night might have had a problem. Jane, yeah, sort of. As I said, I'm a bit pinky looking, I'm sorry. And I'll probably fade after a little while, but Wayne should go back to work tomorrow, so hopefully we will be over it. It's been a bit rough 48 hours, let me tell you. All right. Hello, Julia. Okay, so that's what we're going to do all this week. When you would normally have gone to buy something that's on the forbidden list, move that money into your slush fund straight away. Don't think about it. Like I said, don't and ah, say you'll do it later. Do it straight away. Now, if you work on a cash budget, it's really easy to do. You just take the money out of your purse, put it into your slush fund purse. If you do an online budget on your phone or whatever, I don't know how that works because I don't do it. Technologically incompetent here. Still do it straight away. Move it from wherever to whatever. If you don't have a slush fund created, create one so that that money is kept separate and it never gets spent until we're ready to spend it. Okay, now let me see. I've lost my do wacky what's it. We'll go back to this. This is how No Spending Month 2023 is going to be different, because we will actually be spending money. Not this week though. This year, we're going to move the money that we don't spend. As soon as we don't spend it, we're going to put it straight into our grocery slush fund. And then next week, we'll talk about what we're going to do with it. Now, I mentioned, every time you don't buy a coffee, move it, however much it is. Every time you don't take a trip in the car, make a note and move $5 or however much. fuel you think you used. If you're very good with numbers, you can probably work out exactly how much fuel would have been used for whatever trip it was, and then how much it cost, and move that. Me, $5, easy. It's an easy round number, and with the price of fuel, trust me, it's not hard to spend $5 in fuel. That will get moved to the grocery slush fund. So if you were about to go jump in the car and run to the supermarket to buy the cheesels before no spending month starts, and you decide you're not, move that money into your grocery slush fund. Every time you don't buy a packet of biscuits or a soft drink, move that money to your grocery slush fund. You know, every time you don't, you know, I don't know, don't do something that costs money, move the money it would have cost into your slush fund. Just do it immediately. Just do it. Don't wait. Just do it. It will make a big difference to your success at the end of this challenge. Now, I mentioned I should have brought mine in and I didn't, but some of you have seen our budget purses, and I have a slush fund purse. If you don't have a purse, get an envelope. It can be an old bill envelope. It could be a Christmas card envelope, whatever. It could be a paper bag. It doesn't matter, as long as you remember to always move that money as soon as you spend it. That's really important, because the rest of the challenge won't work for you if you don't remember to do this. Now, you don't have to do this. I can't make you, and no one will know if you don't. But there is a reason I would like you to start and build your grocery slush fund right now. Right now, tomorrow, starting tomorrow. I'll let you spend tonight, because I have a plan for that money for you. A plan that is going to benefit you. Now, if I could do an evil laugh, I would, because I am going to make you wait to find out what you're going to use that slush fund for. You have to wait till next week. But it will be worthwhile, and even for Estelle, who last week was talking about having to downsize her pantry, this will even help Estelle, because she's moving house. So she was talking about downsizing her pantry. It was you, wasn't it? Yes. This will help Estelle. It will help me. It will help Wendy and Mary. It will help Kerry. It's going to help everyone. Joy will have to wait till next month for it to help her, because she's going away. Let's call it that. But it is going to be a help. I'm not just making it up as I go. I've got it plotted out week by week how this is going to work for you. Those tolls are crippling. Oh, do you have to pay the tolls? Isn't there another way you can go? Just leave half an hour earlier. Sorry, I know from here to the airport it's so much easier if you pay the tolls, but you can get there without paying the tolls. And I hope he has a lovely time in Japan. Well, how exciting! How exciting! Michelle's definitely got to put a new starter in her car. Cool. Wow, $1.62 a box. Oh, and it starts tomorrow, so there's no point me going tonight. $1.62 a box. That's the cheapest they have been for, wowzers, over 12 months, I would think. Well and truly over 12 months. Oh well, not to worry. Not to worry. They'll come on sale again, and really, they're not essential to life, surely. takes hours to get to the airport by buses. So we've done it. Trust me. We had to go to Sydney, so we decided we got the bus to the station, the train into Southern Cross, Sky bus out to the airport, plane to Sydney, train into Central, back out to Pennant Hills. Then we had to get the bus to where we were going, and it actually took us longer than if we'd driven. We could have driven there faster. It wasn't that much cheaper either. So it was very annoying. Okay. All right. Now, I haven't been well. Wayne hasn't been well. The whole house has been unwell for 2 days, coming up for 2 days. Started Sunday night. So I'm going to leave it here unless someone has questions, in which case, did I miss any? Pencil cases, budget envelopes, use whatever you have that works. Make little makeup purses, anything that works. Ziploc bags. I use Ziploc bags. I actually use the coin bags from banking, from when I used to do the banking, for school for years. I use those coin bags, little Ziploc coin bags. $5.50 to go to church. All right. That's sort of essential though, Estelle. I'm not going to say don't spend the money to go to church. I sort of think that's essential. All right, I'm just checking for questions. Is everyone clear? No spending. This is no spending month. Now I will have this in greater detail over on Cheapskates Club website. It will go up tomorrow morning because tomorrow's 1st February. So if you need to, you can zip to the website. I've got new comments. You can zip over to the website and double check just to make sure you're clear with what's going on. But it's really pretty simple. It's our basic no spending month, except that we will be spending, just to, you know, throw a spanner in the works. And I like to keep you on your toes. Hello, Laura. Unfortunately, if you have to, and I know usually we were usually hit with school photos as soon as school went back, and if it was a camp year, we got the notification of camp. Now our school was pretty good in that it would break it down for you so that you could pay it fortnightly or whatever, but it usually didn't start for a month or so until they determined who was going and who wasn't going. But that's sort of, unfortunately, that is an essential spend. Hopefully you've got the money in your budget to cover it. I used to budget for photos and school photos, excursions, extra sports fees, the music fees, all those extra incidentals that come with school fees. I would just sort of bundle them into the school account. And I'm glad you're up for the challenge. Night, Kerry, sleep tight. You're not spending in February. No, Catherine, no spending month. No spending month. 22nd. This is the 22nd year in a row we have done no spending February. Right from the beginning of Cheapskates, almost, we had a no spending month in February. And I do explain at the beginning why I chose February. Way to go. Karen only uses their washing machine or dishwasher during daylight hours. It runs on solar. Great. Right. Sorry, we can't be sensible. We don't like a joke, but we don't like stupidity. Okay, so I've run out of warmth. Sorry, guys, I really have. I have one thing to show you. I can't remember who it was, but I mentioned on Make It Monday last week, and I'll get this week's Make It Monday up, hopefully, when I'm finished here, about etching on the jam jars. Can you see that? Does that? Can you see? So it's got jam, not I am, as number one said. What does I am mean? It's jam. It's just the fancy font I chose to etch onto the jar. I can show you what it looks like when the jar's empty. Oh no, it's better with something in it, isn't it? So much fun. I've been having so much fun with this. So that will be coming up on Make It Monday. In a couple of weeks, I'll have the tutorial for that done. It's really quite simple, Estelle. It's the tricky part is making your stencil with everything. The tricky part's making the stencil, isn't it? Once you've got the stencil done and right, the rest is pretty easy. So I'll have a tutorial for Make It Monday. So far, I didn't bring them in. I've done pickles this last week. I did pickles using the cucumbers from our garden. And so the pickles that are going into the hampers for next Christmas have got pickles on the jar. And I made orange marmalade because I had oranges to use up. And I've done orange marmalade on some of these little jars. These are just $2 shop jars that were in my shed. So I didn't want to use really good jars in case it sort of didn't really work, because why wreck a good jar if you don't have to? So I played around a bit. Hannah has an engagement party and a wedding to go to in the next couple of months. So we are doing, I don't think any of her friends watch this. So she used my Flybuys points and her Flybuys points, and we collected the free glassware from Coles before Christmas. And she's got 8, so 2 sets of 4, and she's going to do their monogram on them as wedding present. So that I'll show you those when we get those done too. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, it's just, I'm pretty sure it's just a 24-hour thing that was going through. Hit Wayne first about 10:30 Sunday night. Hit me yesterday morning. He was worse than I was. Boys have been up and down and off. Lucky Hannah wasn't here. She's at her house. So hopefully we'll be bug free by tomorrow. That is a score, Estelle, a genuine ball jar. Yes. Don't you just love it when things work out? That'd be really good. Yes, please. If you could hit the like button, that would be really, really good. I would appreciate that so much. We still have towels, monogrammed towels that we were given as wedding present. We had our wedding anniversary on Sunday, and it's 34 years, and we are still using those towels, mind you. They are the good towels. We don't use them every day, but they still last 34 years, and they're still monogram. Oh, What I meant was she used her Flybuys points, and then whatever I had on mine was enough to get a set too, so she could make up the 8, the 4 boxes of 2 is what I meant. We don't actually combine them together in the same transaction. Yeah, so that's how we do that. Alrighty, if you've made it this far, stuck with me this far, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Mine's gone blank. Thank you for sticking with me. It's been a bit of a jumble, I know, but just remember, if you go to spend money this week and it's on the forbidden list, put it in your slush fund. Now, if you have a question or you need a comment after we're finished, put it in the comments below. I really do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sometimes I miss them, it's not intentional, but if I see a question, I do my best to answer it for you. And if you know someone who might like this video or who might like to join in No Spending Month, click the share button to send them the link. They might like to know about Cheapskates Club, click the share button to send them the link. So there's 3 things you can do that are really simple. Like, subscribe, share. They help our channel grow and be recognised more easily. And the easier it is to find us, the easier it is for us to spread the message that it's not only okay to live life debt-free, cashed up and laughing, but it can still be done, even in today's crazy world with rising interest rates and weird food prices. Anyway, I'll be back with another video next week to talk about the next step in No Spending Month. But until then, happy cheapskating, everyone. Have a great week. Stay safe and don't spend any money. See you soon.